Okay, cool. BNN Network anchor HR Chuko here with BNN Network anchor HR Kovac. We find ourselves approaching Operation Red Road. It has all the markings, as you can see, civilians are now fleeing the area. It has all the makings of what could be a serious plateaued battle between Russian insurgent forces and Canadian
Russian.
Sorry, I misspoke. Alleged Russian insurgent forces and Canadian defense forces comprised of both military members and civilians alike. We're approaching what could best be described as the exclusion zone. Though it may not look like it right now, there is an armed conflict brewing within these woods, and civilians are doing their best to flee the area. That's why you can rely on BNN to get you into the middle of the action, because while everyone else is fleeing, we're heading towards the sound of BB gunfire.
Battle News Network, Channel 5. Like, share, subscribe.
We're here to fuck your shit! We're
giving you a hot, salty truth right into your face holes. That's my catchphrase. You'll be hearing it a few times.
We're gonna make you slap off all that hot, salty news juice off your chins and ear holes. And maybe your face and chest, depends on how things go.
Is legacy media not giving you enough of a rise? Trust us to give you the hard, deep truth.
Give him the straight dick, Laszlo. Oh, that fell apart fucking quick.
Turning the car around him.
Take two. Okay. Connor, please feel free to cut all this out.
Patreon exclusive.
However, quite the contrary, he left it in, giving the opening scene a needless sense of provocative ambience that was completely unnecessary. How stunning and brave of him to do that.
So describe the day there, Jared. What?
Well, the temperature is right now is around 21, 22 degrees. It's bright, it's sunny. Combatants from both sides are showing up, are in a fairly jovial mood. Run into some old friends and contacts from over the years. The array of weaponry and vehicles on display is growing and ever impressive, so I think it's going to be a interesting day of simulated violence. I'm looking forward to it. Oh shit, the press is here.
Everybody hide the porn. Filthy, filthy Slavic porn.
Oh yeah, it's just covered in hair too.
Kovacs, Channel 5 News, in-your-face coverage.
Coverage.
You boys have any goals for the game? Personal goals, squad goals?
Don't get killed.
Don't get killed.
Yeah. And hopefully we can find their CP.
Okay. Where's your CP at?
We don't even know.
We may or may not put it on the social medias.
Oh shoot.
It's somewhere over there.
Over there.
The woods.
Follow. Find some trees. Follow the trees.
All right.
Give me your shirt.
Later.
Good morning.
Look like you're ready to film some like atrocities in Africa or something.
Pretty much. Have your command staff shown up yet?
No, is it 9 yet? Oh yeah,
It's close to. It's like 8:15.
Yeah, they're here.
They're here? Yeah.
I feel sorry for the other vehicles.
Oh, why they started conking
No,
out?
'cause
Oh,
they're all
jeez.
fucking tag rounds.
Quick, you got the press pass and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really deep
that's
into
pretty cool. So they're gonna come and live fire and interview us.
That's quick.
Yeah,
Looks
yeah.
like he's off the
Trying
live
to
set
ride
from
along.
like the movie Hotel Rwanda.
Oh yeah,
Or like
dude.
Tears of the Sun
Yeah,
or
I'll be
something.
there.
That's kind of like what I was going after.
Of the Hotel Michelin.
Here's the sun for sure. All right, Jakey. Fucking get her done.
As the sun begins to set, the participants of the Airsoft milsim gradually make their way into the venue. Each one is meticulously preparing their gear, taking this quiet moment to conduct one final check of their equipment, ensuring that everything is in order for the challenges that lie ahead. The setting for this gathering is a place steeped in history, once known to the local community as Storyland. It was a unique blend of amusement park and hiking trail, a cherished destination for families. They would ascend the very same hill that the famed explorer Samuel de Champlain traversed in the early 1600s during his stay at Portage du Fort. Though the remnants of the amusement park have long since vanished, the area remains. Nowadays, it serves a different purpose, hosting elegant wedding receptions and offering the comforts of glamping, where modern luxury meets the serenity of the natural world. But this weekend, the scene is set for a different kind. As the parking lot fills with vehicles, participants line up to register, signing waiver forms and declaring their allegiance. They will join either the Canadian Resistance Force or the Russian Wagner Group, each ready to immerse themselves in the upcoming simulation, where history and adventure intertwine once more.
For a busy day.
Yep. How goes the crony? Any hot guns?
There was just one had a GBR, can go under 2 joules. I'm like, can't play like.
That's gonna be out.
It's like, if you be at like 151, I'm like, I'd let that one slide. But you're 0.5 of a joule off. I'm like,
Yeah,
like,
sorry.
can't do anything. I was like, no man.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be a bleeder.
Yeah, especially at closer ranges.
You guys had a good sleep?
Yeah.
Yep. Nice hotel room.
Oh no, wait, I live in Arnprior.
Oh, so
I
that's
just went back to my place.
That's too easy.
Yeah, it's like 20 minutes away.
Yeah.
I mean, we got the bivvy. We're probably gonna use it, but we don't need to.
Slept in there last night. On top. Wasn't too bad.
However, it was bare. You see, each staff member of the event was given the opportunity to claim one of 3 luxury tents as their temporary sleeping quarters. But what Kevin failed to mention was that he had claimed one of the tents for himself, which did not contain a giga monolith of a fucking wasp nest, home of hundreds of flying assholes, hell-bent on recreating the scene for my girl in their own creative fashion.
Lazo fighting against the wasps.
Check outside if they dropped by the entrance.
What's that?
Check if they dropped it by the entrance while I was wiggling around. Oh, there they are. Right there.
What, your goggles?
Yeah. Alright, 1, 2, 3. On my way here.
Meanwhile, as the members of the press flee for their lives, vendors can be seen peddling their wares of war on both sides of the conflict in hopes of capitalizing on the simulated bloodshed. One of such vendors is Brian.
All right, so what do you got for sale here at the black market?
The black market. Well,
Selling to both sides, are
We
you?
got 5.56. We got 7.62. Got the 9mm.
Got any-
All kinds of stuff. We got all the essentials for the players: green gas, BBs, scopes, speed loaders, mags, batteries, kill lights.
And where can the good people find you on the internet?
The internet, you can find me at ops.ca. I'm also on Facebook, and you can also check out our website. We are located in Kemptville, Ontario, and we are opening up another store in Gatineau on Maloney Boulevard as well.
Nice, nice. Anything you want to say to the players?
Have fun. And I'll see you out there, guys.
Now any good milsim has some resemblance of a command structure. A good commander can mean the difference between an easy victory and a grueling, miserable dreadfest. Unlike the players, the commander's game starts weeks or even months in advance, for they must meticulously plan and organize those whom will be serving under them in order to ensure the highest probability of success. This is, of course, if the commander decides to show up in the first place.
With your names, the side you represent, and your rank with Aaron. I'll start with you, sir.
Okay, so I'm Mahler, and I'm the commander of the Russian side.
The Jules Veit. Excellent. And you, sir?
2IC, nickname Nemo.
Nemo and Mahler. Awesome. So, y'all ready to kick some ass tomorrow?
Oh yeah.
Fight some Canadians?
Absolutely.
Well, I think it's an interesting sign that the commanders of the Canadian side did not show up to this summit that we just had.
Yeah, they're. I heard that they were in a woke meeting right now, and they're
Yes.
doing gender labels.
Yes, they were meeting with
Well, hopefully we can use any of that. We'll see. We want people to
All
come
right,
next
let's do it again.
Anything else
So-
you guys want to say?
Well, I think
you
this
said
is,
a lot.
I think this is going to be the pivotal battle that decides the fate of the free world. You know, and which side comes out on top. Hopefully it is the better side, which will be the Russian side. I have faith in my comrades. You? Da. Vodka!
So you're repping Blue 4?
Yeah, Blue 4 on this one, I guess, just waiting for a command element, but I guess I'm no stranger to command in Ontario Airsoft. It's not my first rally, that's for sure.
What other games have you ran or led?
I commanded Nightfall last year, Daybreak last year, Conquer this year, Nightfall this year, and then Green Mile last year, and then Green Mile this year.
Nice. And what team are you in regularly?
Light Fighters. I'm the IC for Light Fighters, yeah.
Nice. And all you guys are here?
They're on their way, probably noon. Most of the guys got off work at like 3:30.
Sure.
We got a younger team.
Bit of a drive.
Second oldest on the team.
Yeah, I know the feeling. I'm turning 50 next year, so I know the feeling.
I'm turning 41 next week. Yeah.
So what are you hoping to achieve? Like, let's start personally, and then we'll work team, and then like your whole faction. Personally, like, do you have any like specific goals you want to do? You just want to have fun. You want to
raid Simon at a CP for sure.
Okay.
He's gonna see me in the CP.
All right.
I guarantee you that. That's for sure.
Have you got any battle plans? You got any like guys who would be like for scouting the CP? Who's the guys you would trust?
Recce team for sure. The Dire Wolves. My coalition guys like Team Cal and Team Echo for sure.
All right.
Like these guys are shooters, and Recce guys like true and true.
Yep. That'll be your perimeter.
Okay, so it's earlier, right?
Right there. Yep.
Okay. Sounds good to me, man. Yeah. Now hopefully I can find one.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Anyways,
And you remember half the briefing to pass along.
I'll pass it on. I'll keep you going.
That whole safety bit too,
Yeah.
that's all going to be talked about again tomorrow too.
Okay. No
The only thing was just like kind of keep the gentleman's agreement on stuff and
Love it, man.
Yep.
I will pass the info that needs to be passed and keep the info that doesn't.
sweet. All right.
All right, thanks, guys.
We got everyone?
As far as I can tell.
Mahler, we got everyone? All right, sweet. Good enough for me. All right, welcome to Red Road. Woo! Thanks for coming out, guys. Like, this is amazing. Honestly, for a 24-hour event, I did not expect the kind of turnout that we got here. Like, honestly, when I originally had a concept for this, I was thinking like, you know, I might get like 40, 60 dudes maybe for a 24-hour event, and look at, like, we sold out. Like 196 people potentially as a sell. Honestly, like, there's not a whole lot of guys that are willing to do a 24-hour, as you know, and it just speaks volumes that you guys are here, right? So thank you so much for doing that. You guys are awesome. Okay, just want to thank our sponsors here. Okay, just from the top, FPS Airsoft Club. Let's go! So, because a lot of you guys are coming from out of town, I know a lot of you guys came a long way. Thank you so much for doing that. You guys are awesome for doing that. And just so you know, I want to also, as I'm going through these sponsors, some of these guys are local. So, for instance, FPS Airsoft Club, Richmond, Ontario. Okay, they're not even that far. What did you say? Like maybe 35 minutes from here? About 40 minutes. Yeah. Okay, yeah, about that. Awesome airsoft field. If you guys are ever in the Ottawa area, definitely go check them out for sure. Okay, want to thank Sling X as well. They make really good custom slings, like paracord slings and stuff like that. Definitely check them out. They make really good stuff. Andy's Airsoft. I don't know if you guys saw the prizes that we have back there, and there will be another opportunity for raffle tickets, so don't worry if you missed out on it because of all the craziness this morning, but there will be another opportunity as well, and you get freebie tickets for the ones who actually complete the event in full, and we'll explain how that works. But you should see the amount of stuff that they gave us. It was unreal. Like, I opened the box and it was like heavier than me. Like, just in the amount of stuff, and there was like guns.
I was gonna say that's not hard to do.
Get this guy a sandwich. It's not hard to do. But like, they're at a PEI and they're sponsoring an event all the way out here. So like it's crazy, right? That's awesome. Petawawa Airsoft. Oh, Petawawa, right? So they're an awesome field. That's my home field. That's like the area where we used to live was in Petawawa. Amazing field. How far away would you say there, Mike? From here?
An hour. It's 40 minutes as I make the drive.
Yeah, okay, so 40 minutes because the guy makes the drive from here. So 40 minutes away, you just like go up north, up the road. Another amazing field. There's like sea can villages there. There's all kinds of awesome like field. We always are expanding it, and it's an amazing opportunity. So if you're ever up in like the Petawawa area or you're driving through in the North Bay, definitely go check them out. Yeah, it's a good field. Black Blitz. Also came through with a ton of prizes. Oh, let me back up. So Petawawa Airsoft also gave out a M249. Okay, so that's a pretty awesome prize. Black Blitz also gave away 2 guns. They're giving out a VFC Avalon, and I believe the other one is Turks, something or other. It's like a PDW. Pretty cool. Yeah, again, really came through on the prizes on that one. OPS Airsoft and Tactical, the guy over there, Brian McKay with the tent. He gave out a Crytac gun. It's also pretty awesome. It's a PDW thing. I think it's like a $700 gun. I think it's pretty much up there. So his store is based out of Kemptville, Ontario. I believe talking to him and his new partner Lou that you're moving to Ottawa soon, eh, Brian? What's that?
Pretty sure it's Gatineau.
Yeah, okay, yeah, Gatineau. So they're going to have 2 locations going. Definitely come check them out at some point. You know, they have lots of really good stuff, and they really hook up the players for here in this area. So thank you to them. Right here. Want to thank Team Light Fighters as well.
Probably the tape needs to be changed closely. I got one in my pocket.
For the opposite team.
Let's finish this.
So like, how many teams will do that? Like, provided an actual AFB for the opposite team. Like, thank you so much for doing that.
I just want to shoot it.
Yeah, that's a sleeper cell. This whole premise of the event is a completely fictitious scenario that could totally never happen, has never happened, right? Like, just it's not a thing, right? And that's kind of what we're going for. So, just right off the bat, before we go any further, okay? We have Russian side versus Canadian side, okay? There's going to be a lot of like realistic kind of terms being used. There's going to be a lot of realistic type of doctrine. There is not going to be any sort of politics at all at this event. Everyone good with that? Yeah. Okay. I'm sure a lot of you guys are tracking. If you read the news, what's happening. We're not going to talk about politics, okay?
Where's the adrenochrome?
Okay.
Last time I'll say that.
We're going to talk about this. So the Wagner group is basically acting as the vanguard group to infiltrate Canada, as per the sleeper cells. Vanguard group is basically the force that goes in before the main body goes in, which is, you know, the Russian regulars, and they're coming in through the Bering Strait. It's basically like nuclear footballs are out. There's all kinds of chaos that has just erupted. They just attacked in February, so they knocked out all kinds of power and infrastructure in all the major cities. It is pretty abysmal. Okay. So what's happening now is that a lot of NATO countries don't want to get involved in it because it's just Canada, and they don't want to risk nuclear war over Canada. So that's why they're not getting involved. So the Canadian forces have pretty much been almost entirely wiped out, or they've been so fragmented that nothing's been able to happen because they hit all the infrastructure. And it's basically down to guys that want to defend their home country. Okay, so that's the CDRF.
5-round mags.
Again, no politics, no politics.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
They should only have 5 rounds.
Oh, true, big true. Yeah. Okay, so
That didn't take long.
what's happening is that the Vanguard group are basically all their weapon caches that they've spent 2 years hiding, they're all gone. They used up all their ammo. Their weapons are starting to break down. They are having a hard time sourcing new ones. They are now trying to exfil out of Canada however they can. So they were given instructions through encrypted means, usually cell phone apps and that kind of thing, to get the hell out any way they possibly can. So at this stage right now, what we're going to start reenacting / milsimming / LARPing is a situation where the regular group is on the run, and the CDRF are basically pursuing them. Okay, so they're trying to make their way to the coast, however they can, get on some, commandeer some merchant vessels, and head back to the homeland. You guys are acting as cutoff, the CDRF, however you can, in the most guerrilla way possible.
The helicopter.
It's not waterboarding if I use diesel.
Do not threaten me with this.
No comment.
Good, if you're a ward, going back. Hands
Alright, well, do we want to follow those guys or we want to stick with these guys?
Alright. Recording?
Yes, sir.
There's a tension in the air. Fighting's about to start. We're looking for the high bluff. And soon all this natural beauty is going to be ruined by smoke and gunfire and the blood of Canadian and Russian boys. Makes you think. We really do live in a society. Energy level? All feeling good?
I'm good, man. Boys look energetic. They look like they're ready for a good fight. They got the hunger in their eyes. I think the Canadians are in for something they're not expecting.
If you had to pick just one, what do you think is your biggest asset right now? What do you think is your biggest concern?
My biggest asset, I think the unity of our squad, of our side. I mean, these guys are gelling like you've never seen them gel before, and they look fantastic. They're on point. They know how to work with each other. I think that's the biggest thing we have. Our biggest liability?
Yeah, either on your team or the enemy team or the outside control factor. That
I think the biggest liability on our side, I don't know if we have one. You?
I think it's for both sides. The biggest liability is the terrain. It's unfamiliar terrain for 99% of the players, so it would be unfamiliar territory for both, but it would be also awesome for both. New experiences, let's have a good time.
All right, thank you for your time.
Yeah, you're good. Everybody out!
We're here to talk to you about your vehicle's long-term warranty program.
Warranty's awesome. All self-maintenance.
You are the warranty.
Don't trust those guys at King Tire.
Hey son, where are you from?
Oh, fucking Jesus Christ. Ottawa?
Ottawa?
Oh,
So,
you're gonna say Moscow.
Right there?
Ottawa,
shit,
Ottawa,
right.
Moscow. Yes,
Yeah.
we're in Provost Province.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, makes sense. Very good. Let's draw a bite. Hello. It's good to see you, friend. Yes, you're good to drive. Yes, you're safe.
Yes.
Oh, excellent. Nice to hear. It's so tiny.
They're debating on which way is the right way. Well, it's definitely not back towards the way we came.
Did you catch that? It would appear that the Russian side was not adequately brief as to the whereabouts of their ORV. As a result, the team burns precious time in setting up their site and situating their readiness posture in a timely fashion, if only every single player was given access to a MGRS map of the AO with high precision features. If only Battle Dwarf had spent countless hours mapping and remapping the AO to ensure the highest precision possible, then maybe players would have a clue where they needed to go.
Definitely the new direction.
Who gave the officer the fucking map?
There he is. Can you hear me? Yeah. That way? Nope, that takes us right back to the parking lot.
It's go straight. Okay, 1, 2, 3, right here around.
Watch the tip of the barrel as well.
Which way to start? Forward.
Someone should be hopping in there and guard the turret.
It's not even, he hasn't even started.
I know, no one's even shooting yet.
I want to hurry up and wait.
Well, let's,
Yeah.
So realistic. No one knows where we're going. I think he might be done at the count of 7.
What are they hunting for?
Yeah, Can 4 is moving up.
Love it. Incoming.
So I did Green Mile all over again.
Hey!
What's the hold up now?
Hold it.
Hold! Hold!
Stop!
Jeez.
Well, and the pallets in it kind of make it hard.
Let me see.
What the vehicle crews were unaware of was that the pallets were an intentional barrier, put before them as a test to see how they would react to road obstacles. and how they would overcome it. The CDR side had a similar challenge to overcome. I'm of course gaslighting you. In reality, Battle Dwarf had just royally fucked up, and the rain had washed out the road the night before.
So, on a personal note, this is a nightmare from my childhood.
Rosebush.
Rosebush, where?
2 feet ahead of you.
Okay. This used to be Storyland, a theme park for kids. And just decaying away in the woods here is this fucking rabbit. And it terrifies me.
For this stuff. So what side you guys on?
Canadian.
Canadian?
Justice by the RBK.
Nice. Awesome. You got any like personal goals for the game for yourself or for your team? You know, you had like a kill to death ratio you're aiming for, or
Well, I push myself to do the 24 hours on my feet without sleeping and just brave it. So
caffeine pills,
caffeine tablets, and electrolytes.
Have you got tents, or are you sleeping in your car, or?
I slept in a car and I have no intention to sleep on the field.
Okay. Yeah, you don't want to get ambushed in the middle of the night by the rush skis. Yeah.
Not quite the first event like this, and it won't be our last either. So.
Nice. Anything you want to say to the folks at home?
We paid for 24 hours, so we'll use the 24 hours.
Well, 24 hours, I'll come find you.
Dan, go coordinate with Zach now.
Pardon?
Go coordinate with Zach now.
I have, so I'm going to see him down in my truck.
So that guy's 2AC, or is that guy 2AC? I forgot.
The tall, skinny guy. It's 2IC. He's standing right next to him with the briefing.
All right. So he's commander.
Yeah, the short guy with
the beard. Yeah, okay, let's
have to give you guys email addresses for pictures. Oh, you guys are actually journalists.
Well, we got a real camera.
Yes, I didn't mean it that way. Sorry, I didn't mean like actual journalists.
Yeah.
Chat?
Yeah.
Let's go over here.
Yeah. We were hoping to do time. We didn't want anyone else to stick around. There's Ed Ruskin right there. You already got an interview, so you're fine. Boop.
I know.
What's up?
So, we have a couple questions we want to ask. We're wondering, just at the top of your head, what is your biggest asset for your side and your biggest concern?
My biggest asset is the experience of my team and my leadership of the guys I've chosen to be my team leads and platoon leads, as it were. And the biggest threat to me is people burning out and people getting hurt. Other than that, it's pretty straightforward. It's a gunfight. Don't lose.
There you go.
All right.
Good luck.
Take care, guys.
How are you doing? How's the energy's doing good? Do you think everyone's enthusiastic?
I feel good and just see how everyone else is going, right? So I'm just super stoked everyone's out here and that we had such a great turnout and people are good. I'm just going to address.
Yeah, go for it.
Double check with Commander.
One of the more unique rule enforcement techniques implemented at these Battle Dwarf production events is the use of what's known as ghost refs. In typical milsim event, game rules are enforced by staff members walking around the venue wearing high visibility vests. However, this tends to break the player's immersion experience and can lead to increased acts of cheating. On the other hand, a ghost ref remains hidden amongst the players and are geared up as if they too were active participants. They can even assist the teammates they're embedded in with, and even return fire, albeit without the intent to actually hit anyone. Should any cheating be observed on their side by the ghost refs, only then can they reveal themselves and can promptly issue hefty penalties in the form of point deductions for their entire team. It's a proven effective method, and cheating is generally kept to a minimum. Though airsoft is a game of honor, and the pellets, also known as BBs, leave no visible markings like paintball does. One single hit anywhere on the body renders the participant on the receiving end incapacitated and must then wait for a medic to heal them, or they notionally bleed out and must then return to their CP to be revived.
motherfuckers.
What's up?
Alright guys, the hot tub over here, the sauna there. Okay, I want the 70-inch flat screen over here with the vodka bar.
Seconds.
50 seconds. Operation Red Road 2023. The Battle Dwarf himself.
This is safe, right?
Sure. Yeah, that's more like it. Let's go!
Let's go!
Game is on for about a minute now. That's our bivvy, right in the heart of Russian territory. Just up the road is their motor pool. We're about to see. Hey, press! Chill the fuck out! Still press!
Commanding the lead vehicle for the Russian side is Arnold, a retired master warrant officer and longtime veteran of the sport of airsoft. He's a force to be reckoned with in mechanized warfare. Seen here, he coordinates his packet to advance through the gap in what's known as ak-ak, a military term for a staggered formation when traversing down a road in order to maximize the number of weapon systems that can be brought to bear. This is to allow room for evasive maneuvers as well, and should one of the vehicles become immobilized, the others can move around it more easily.
God, those Iltas smell like shit. Fucking Bombardier Volkswagen garbage.
You follow these guys, I'm going to see if I can catch anything from the
Sure.
little, whatever, lookout.
I'm gonna hang back and stay out of their way though. I'm not gonna get shot.
Yeah, you don't. You let them go fucking a yard ahead before you cross.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna let them fight. I'm gonna just record. I ain't getting in front of shit. This is the head of the Russian armored column. We're pushing towards the main land bridge, towards Canadian lines.
For the motherland! I think I had too much borscht.
Zdrozevit! If they want to take advantage of this land bridge, they need to get across it now and start advancing uphill.
And so the first casualties of the conflict ended up between 3-5 Russian Wagner members as a result of friendly fire and a member of the press. Most definitely par for the course in airsoft. And, well, You can fill in the rest, I'm sure. Yet, despite these challenges, the Wagner group managed to punch through the land bridge bottleneck and continue their deliberate advance into Canadian resistance territory. Things seem to be going well for the Russians, for now.
Around here? Yeah, we'll take the plunge. Yeah, right here.
Oh yeah, come on, bud.
Let's go down the berm.
Yep.
The Canadians are advancing up the MSR. They're being met by a single armored vehicle.
Behind you, Jared.
Yo! I can't say, man, I'm pressed. I'm not allowed to give anything away.
Ask your buddy there. Well, maybe one side just pushing themselves a little too much.
We could be filming this gunfight from inside our bivvy, holy fuck.
We got some movement on that ridge. I don't know what
Don't
side.
point at them.
They might try to lob a grenade or some bullshit. Oh man, it's like 2-on-1. It's a gangbang, guys.
I think they've overextended themselves here.
Oh, somebody got pooped. Did you get that? Did you get that?
I did.
Tell me you got that.
I got it! At Red Road events, all vehicles you're seeing are represented as actual armored fighting vehicles and are extremely difficult to destroy or even disable. To do so, one must fire a specialized air-powered rocket or 40mm grenade, and depending on where the shot hit, will notionally damage the AFV. For instance, a hit to the front of the vehicle merely slows it down by 5 kilometers per hour. A shot to the turret will disable the main gun. A shot to the side will immobilize the vehicle in place and must then be repaired by the crew. However, a shot to the rear will completely destroy the AFV and must wait in place for 30 minutes before returning to their ORV.
The fight's come to us. Audience at home. I think we gotta get to the bar.
Yeah.
Yeehaw!
Buddy. Handgun.
What ground the Russian forces had gained has now been lost. And with a heavy armored presence now on their side of the lake, the Russians must do everything they can to repel Canadian resistance members from flanking up the
I'm
hill.
invincible, you're not.
Berm, top of the berm, I see movement.
It's probably our guys.
Wow.
No, no, sorry, our guys.
You see the bush?
Russians.
See him?
Yep. Oh, they're moving the wrong way for Russians.
That was close.
When the player is hit, they must remain in place, get down, and put a red rag above their head to indicate that they are incapacitated. If a medic is nearby, they have the ability to revive them in place, but must do so carefully, because medics are some of the most valuable players on any team. For this reason, they make juicy targets for snipers.
Moments months ago, a peaceful watering hole is now the site of combat. Yeah, sure.
So what's on tap, old timer?
Dinner and a show. Except he was. I don't think he realizes that this wing is well defended in depth. And no reason for him to be sneaking around there. There's another one right too. I wonder if they were responding to us. In this small valley before me has been a long-running gunfight, about over an hour, of Russian mercenary forces pushed forward from the river to our right, across land uphill, are being met by Canadian defenders at the bottom. You can hear shooting. Somebody just got hit over there. Not much to see, but plenty to hear.
Now at this point, I'm sure you're all very much confused as to what the hell is going on. Don't worry, I'll try to explain the best I can while Laszlo looks for a suitable place to pee. If you recall from earlier in film, none of the players knew where their objective rendezvous points were, also known as an ORV, prior to the commander's brief the night before. However, most players simply refer to it as the respawn point, which acts as their base of operation for the purposes of this scenario. This was by design in order to force the commanders on both sides to quickly develop what's known as a hasty P, or hasty plan. Only a few participants have ever stepped foot on the premises, let alone played airsoft on it. This also adds to the realism, and must adapt on the fly. After the 1 hour infill time has expired, the scenario begins. However, the commanders aren't given any specific instructions yet. All they know is that there are several fixed control points at each road junction in the AO. And yield twice for every 2 hours, those points are held by either team. To further complicate matters, there's a large lake feature that runs through the center of the AO, and players are forbidden to cross it due to safety concerns. This creates a massive bottleneck at the bridge, making offensive actions all more difficult for both sides. In order for teams to break through the bottleneck and gain ground, the commanders must coordinate their foot and armored vehicle assets to push through the gap. Take enough ground to allow other foot mobile troops to flank, and establish their mobile respawn points behind enemy lines so that they may respawn and resupply without having to return to the ORV.
There's our house, and there's Russians all over it.
Get off my lawn.
Yeah, teenagers, get off my lawn.
side of our tent. Canadian forces have crossed the river, are now advancing at the seat of the Russian. Oh, I'm getting down there, don't you worry. The tricky part is not getting shot.
At many milsim events, snipers with ASC safety training are allowed to fire bolt-action rifles at much higher velocities as everyone else, giving them a huge range advantage. Some of these rifles can reliably hit players at over 100 meters, accurately with a single shot.
This is not good news for the Russian side, as their CP is just up that road there. Inaccessible by vehicle. This is the vehicle respawn point. If it gets pushed bad by Canadian forces, there's not much they can do. They'll be without vehicles, and they'll be traipsing through about 500 meters to 600 meters of mud and elevation to get back to here.
Literally, like under that pine tree, essentially.
One off to the right there?
Yeah, they were still, but they were kind of in that direction.
Welcome to AFV3.
I'm looking at America's Funniest Home Run videos. Woo! America, America, this is you.
No, we're Rust 4, baby.
Rust 4. How's things? Well, I see a bunch of Canadian vehicles down there. That doesn't bode well for you guys, eh?
No, it does not. We are not in a good position right now.
And people getting shot on the left and the right.
Yeah. The only reason we're not getting killed is because of our privilege as the press.
Yep.
But, yeah, so I didn't expect to see this.
Not so soon.
No.
What do you mean? I did from about 5 or 9 a.m. this morning.
Well, I thought for sure you guys would have held them at the bridge.
We are holding them at the bridge.
Just the wrong side.
I thought a little farther down.
They got 3/4 of the bridge, so.
Well, they also have all the stuff.
Concern for you guys is they've got all the control points over there, so they're scoring very well every 2 hours.
No way.
Well, to be fair, it's only been 4 hours so far, so you guys are probably in good shape.
Yeah, but all they started with all of them. There's 2 points on this side of the bridge, 5 on that side.
Yeah.
And by the time we got to this bridge, they were already there.
Yeah.
Wow, they had
When
an
at game start. Right?
Yeah. Apparently there's 100. I think there was 100-meter dispersal they allowed on account that that the Russians had their vehicles parked down here because they had no choice to.
Because of all the mud.
Yeah. So they did that to just try and keep things a bit fair.
Wow. I could have told you from 9 a.m. that they've got way more anti-vehicle stuff than our team does.
All right, lads. Well, keep it safe. I'm going to push out to the right here and see if I can get a better view of the
wonderful.
Canucks.
So was stuff calmed down here? It was pretty thick a little while ago.
Motherfucker, you're on my front porch.
Right? Get off my porch, boy.
Meanwhile, things for the Canadian Resistance Force are going exceptionally well. They hold over 2/3 of the area of operation and show little sign of faltering. With this in mind, Laszlo and Jared take this opportunity to cover more of their perspective.
Well, once they're pointing in the right direction, they could probably deploy faster.
Yeah.
Because it's all downhill.
Except the Russians are much closer to the bridge with their armored vehicles. These guys are stuck here at the highlands with a bad spot to try and turn around 3 vehicles, and then there's a long twisty trail.
So even if they send one vehicle down at any one time, they still need to play around for respawns.
Yeah.
So that'll be logistics, I think.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
After speaking with one of the CDRF officers, the reporters managed to persuade their commander in to give an interview. For up until this point, the commander, which goes by the name of Stash Man and is second in command, War Tooth, have been highly resistant to taking interviews with the press. Nonetheless, they're led deep in to their ORV location, which is highly concealed and well defended.
Some pot shots at us, but there was like half-hearted. It's like, oh. They know we do the journalists in the woods, right? Considering. Is it good to know if Bill C-10 and C-11 and C-18? Well, it's not cookies. Oh, I thought that's what the C and Bill C-10 stood for, was 10 cookies. That's why I voted for C-18. I thought it was C-10. Oh my god. How was the scrap going? 2 hours in. Fair enough. Okay. It's going, we're doing our best. They're doing their best. Just fighting uphill. I could turn that into like a 34 program. No comment. Routers are I got one of these on the floor. What else are guys? I need one. Just one. Okay, so if you got this one, you get to reach the right. One there. You get the chiller. Trying to save it from use these brown guys to go back right. Then there's one if you keep going down the road. If you look to the left, there's 2 big rocks stacked on top. Yes. 5 feet beyond that, there's a tree. So roger that. Let me not tell you this information. Oh, we're not telling anybody anything. So I don't want their no king shaming. You can say the Russians are a lot friendlier, which I was not expecting. I mean, that kind of is par for the course for Canadians. They said they're just here. You know what country you live in? You have healthcare on roads. What the fuck are you talking about? We have an army. Is that adrenochrome? Just poison right on it. I knew it. I'm gonna find it.
Soon after this conversation, the Russian forces managed to rally and staged a massive offensive through the gap and pushed deep into CDRF territory. Now, with dozens of Russian forces pushing up the main road and flanking deep into the wooded areas, the CDRF are in serious jeopardy.
Regaining the territory.
Family's good. This team is.
So what kind of situation are we finding ourselves in?
Oh, it's just a little bit of a firefight. Nothing serious. Hey, Archie! Shooting. Okay?
When a vehicle is notionally destroyed, it must remain in place for 30 minutes, acting as a temporary barricade for the other vehicle crews.
Somebody gave him a bonus, baby.
Yeah.
The Canadians pushed back all the way to the marina. The Russians are nearly 100 meters from their ORB. With that, Russian reconnaissance and sniper teams are stealthily setting up their mobile respawn points deep within the AO. In response, Stachman and Wartooth send in their QRF, also known as Quick Reaction Force, to reinforce the main effort on the MSR. Leading this effort on the ground is one of the platoon commanders named Ziga with his team. While amongst the chaos, tragedy strikes.
Oh, hit! Give me good! Give me good! Give me good! Give me good! There is no ethical consumption under capitalism.
You know that's horseshit!
The use of smoke grenades is often used by military forces to screen an advance or a withdrawal. Well, no shit, you might say. But airsofters, on the other hand, tend to just huck them at the enemy force and chicken out at the last second. Here we see a rare instance where they're used properly.
Another armored vehicle coming.
Force recon. Blinded by smoke with gunfire. Trying to push up.
Just don't back up, man.
Trying to heal their brethren. They gotta wait the 60 seconds.
My snot's gonna be fucking purple after this.
Although the Canadians had managed to push the Russian main element on the road back to the other side of the gap, the Russian forces that managed to flank around began causing havoc within a nearby village, thus disrupting their hold on the control points and supply routes.
river. Heading north along the MSR, you can see a disabled Canadian vehicle in front of us. Russian troops flagrantly using it as cover against incoming fire.
Up.
Where you from, son?
So, Moscow. We're out here. We're trying to do different things.
What's your priority right now? Your number one focus?
Right now, I'm trying to get my buddy up. Right now, he's a little slow. He got shot in the face. Right now, we're trying to see where the enemy fire is coming from. There is not a lot of signs telling us where they are. We're thinking to go straight, but if we go straight, we don't know what is at the end of the road.
Right. No,
Friendly's up here, guys. So we have dumb asses on our team. They don't know who is who. They cannot do anything.
Too much vodka.
We have team moving back. You are good now. Getting up. Get up. So as you can see, this is squad leader Goopsy.
Yeah, man. That's close, whatever that is. You okay, Chico? Yeah. That's Russians.
No! I'm dead!
Alright, let's go back where we came.
More Russians needlessly succumb to more friendly fire, and Laszlo narrowly escapes the gunfire, holding his press pass of invincibility.
Suppress. Press coming through.
Пошел на! Кто ты? Я тебя не понимаю.
Congratulations.
Глеб!
You're just working out the weak ones.
No mercy! This Arthos will be shot! Fire! Fire!
No, they try to retreat. Whoever is facing to our direction is not friendly anymore.
They're either the enemy or running away. Speaking of, let's run away. Look at your 6. Jared, when I told you to book an Airbnb, this is not what I fucking meant!
I thought you meant Airbnbs! Fuck, we just took incoming from across the river. They're right on the front door.
They're knocking on the door.
I hear you knocking, but you can't come in. I hear you knocking.
Just as Jared finished his solo, the Russian lead vehicle takes an AT round to its side, immobilizing it. The crew must now dismount and attempt to repair it. This is done by holding a wrench on a tire for 5 consecutive minutes, which is a difficult task under any fire.
Airbnb. This is not what I fucking meant. I thought you meant Airbnbs. Fuck, we just took incoming from across the river. They're right on the front door.
Knocking on the door.
I hear you knocking, but you can't come in. I hear you knocking, but you can't come in.
Oh, déjà vu.
There's
one down there.
Tell me you got all that.
You ready?
Yeah. Including the hit off the camera.
Grab my card. On the way up. Hey, crossing! Crossing! You're... Crossing!
How the fuck are we even gonna get to the CP for the you-know-what?
We're on the blue tent.
Is there a trail up there?
Yep.
They haven't figured that out yet, have they?
Well, they were always doing that.
Yep, they're at the fucking bar. We're currently embedded with a number of Rus 4. They've been searching for a case. They've managed to find it. They're securing the location right now. And we're just, curiosity's gotten the better of us, and we want to see what's inside the case. It's just down the hill from to my 12, where this young man is standing. And yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what they find. If you're wondering where the friggin' thing is, we have no clue. We're hoping to capture you guys capturing it. Oh shit! They probably followed Connor up here when he dropped it off.
It looks like a decent sized policy case.
Like it ain't like a little fucking thing, yeah?
Huh?
Like it ain't like a little thing that we're looking for.
I don't think it looked. It was, I think it was cannon color, which doesn't help with deadly. Black. I don't think it was black.
If you do find it, lads, be sure to let us know real loud because we want to see it.
Eventually, the Russian forces locate the objective and must be in possession of it for 30 minutes in place, unfortunately for the Canadians. They were repelled near the gap as they tried to climb up the ravine.
Leave it on the ground, I guess. And
Yeah, leave it on the ground and we set up a room.
so how you guys?
I don't think you guys have to worry about the Canadians getting too close.
No,
Holy shit. How are they going to get up here?
Alright, well, let's post up.
We lost it again.
I don't take joke easy. No, we do straight as Russian jokers, we put them to prison. And then to gulag. And then maybe to grave, but it depends on the, you know.
Isn't gulag a soup?
No, soup is borscht, and gulag is a prison.
Oh, I'm thinking goulash.
Goulash, it's Hungarian. Goulash, yeah, Hungarian, yes. Alright, I forgive you for motherland. Next time. I'll look at you, communist, not communist, capital pigs.
Capital pigs.
Yeah.
He called us capital pigs.
I bet you have OnlyFans too. What? Yeah, you know, all capitals, they have OnlyFans. Earning money, wait.
Yeah.
It's a gig economy, you make money when you can.
You look us up on WikiFeet. So you're expecting some vehicle action?
Don't think so, but just in case.
Okay, good to be prepared.
Why wouldn't you have a rocket launcher? Yeah. Who knows? Maybe they have a helicopter coming.
They might. I'm a Black Hawk.
Well, nowadays you can.
Yeah.
You can be one.
Might as well do an interview while I'm standing here, Mr. Thermal Face Man. So, enjoying the game so far?
Oh, yeah.
Any particular standout moments for you, considering we're about 7 hours in?
Oh, I was originally a vehicle crewman. The vehicle, unfortunately, isn't that safe to drive anymore. So we decided we'll just run infantry for the rest of it.
Which vehicle?
The war wagon.
Oh, the short Suzuki there, yeah. What was going on with it?
Oh, it's got some issues with the clutch, the non-existent e-brake,
Yeah, that would
the
do it.
gear shifter not staying in place whatsoever, a couple other things.
Understood, just Suzuki
Exposed
things.
wires under my chair, ECU hanging by 2 wires in the glove box. The list goes on.
Understood.
But we're still very thankful that we got to run on it, and thanks to Magic for that.
G'day, g'day. Oh, I got you here.
First milsim.
Oh yeah.
There you
You
go.
picked the tough one for the first milsim.
Yeah,
This terrain, not easy.
Realize 24 hours is no joke.
Take breaks.
It's gonna
that
be
you
a
need.
lot.
Take the breaks that you need.
No, for sure.
Take it from a guy who's been in the game almost 20 years. Take your breaks, pace yourself, enjoy yourself. Don't fucking rush. You're doing the right thing here on a Frago, just chilling. So, any particular favorite moments so far? You're enjoying yourself?
I think the wilderness, like, it's so much different than inside airsoft. Like,
You usually play at Siege until it closed.
I only played one time
at Siege.
I played airsoft one time.
Oh, okay.
At Ultimate, and then this is my second time playing airsoft.
Where'd you get all the patches from?
Oh, I don't know. I bought this off of somebody.
Okay.
Yeah, you save money, you guys.
Oh yeah.
Gotcha. So, your second time playing airsoft, and you're doing a 24-hour milsim.
Yep.
Fucking A, bud.
Props to you.
This is the only reason I wanted to get into like airsoft.
Oh, yeah.
For that. Like I played paintball before, but it's nothing like this.
Yeah.
Like I like this, you know, just out here. So I'm enjoying it.
I'm glad, man. I'm glad to hear it. Oh, we're fine. You guys protect yourselves. I gotta say, so far, the Russian side's been much nicer to the press than the Canadian side. Careful. Yes. Eyes down. After you, sir.
After the 30 minutes of holding the objective unopposed, the small Russian element returned the mystery item to base and deliver it directly to Mahler and Nemo at the ORV.
Gotta happen, but
Yeah, because their CP is just over there. Like,
What was it?
Huh?
What was it?
1, 2, 3?
1, 2, 3.
Oh,
That's
oh,
funny.
oh, it's on.
Oh, it is a watch.
No way.
Okay.
Is it a special, you know?
Probably has cords on it or something.
An airstrike watch?
Is it the watch? Arbor Light.
Everybody gets
Artillery strike? Stick it down the barrel of the rocket launcher?
I mean, I told the camera that it was a nuclear launch code.
To be honest, we knew what it was. We just weren't allowed to say.
Nuclear launch code is 12 blinking over.
We were talking with, we got Connor on camera talking about this before he left. So yeah.
Okay, in an effort to serve the whatever cooperative, successfully served an encrypted satellite uplink, making it difficult for us, the CDFC forces to receive movement orders to reestablish.
Mahler is currently reeling is what's known as a warning order. Though different armies around the world use different formats, the contents of the orders are generally the same. It's broken down by situation, mission, equipment, service, and in support and comms. It's old hat for military members. But to a civilian, it looks like a convoluted mess of what happens when you let officers high on methamphetamine, Red Bull, divorce papers, and cigarettes run amok on Microsoft Excel.
Execution concept. I intend to destroy all enemy combatants in the area. What? Intent will commit as much resources to that. Yeah, yeah. And once contents control, reward to that faction.
The decision was made to just say, fuck it. Let's just call it in and see what happens.
Everybody sit down for story time.
Let me tell you.
Game control.
Game control, we have returned the case to our CP and we have unlocked the case and we have retrieved the contents.
Game control acknowledged. What are the contents? Over.
I have a watch.
mission success. Retain all the items, keep them with you, put everything back neatly in the box, and some collaborator will come and retrieve the items.
Awesome, thank you very much.
Hours into the game, what are you thinking so far?
It is awesome. However, I have already injured myself several times.
Okay.
You have my ankles.
Fell in the creek.
Tripped and fell.
You have any favorite moments so far?
Well, there was an OP that my squad ended up setting up that, you know, because I'm the tubby guy. I am the civvy of my group. The rest of them are all soldiers in the Canadian Reserves. And they set up an OP.
Yeah.
I went and sat there and did my, designated marksman. Got 3 kills.
Sweet.
Defended the point twice.
Okay.
And then they rolled 3 Vics at us, and I had to evacuate.
Yeah, we saw that. Yeah.
And because I had to rescue the poncho that was the cover that I was sitting underneath. Rescuing that poncho is what got me shot.
Okay. Well, that's.
But so far, this is actually my first game, ever.
Right.
Of course, I had to choose this one.
Yeah. You had to go full milsim.
I had to go full milsim.
Never go full milsim.
I'm loving it.
Good.
I wanted to join the military for a very long time, but was denied 3 separate times, twice for. So now there's no point trying anymore. So this is the closest I get.
This is the closest you get.
I'm gonna go find my squad.
Yeah, go for it.
As the reporters were making the rounds, they were told to report back to him with exciting news.
So how's it going, Waller? We're about 7 hours in. The Russian forces are doing Mother Russia very proud. The forces have been decimating the Canadian jackals. Yeah, we've been kicking their ass so far as I can tell.
Have you got a favorite moment so far?
Got a couple. I had some boys sneak in behind their enemy lines and take out their commander.
Yeah,
and I have the card signed by the commander as a trophy for the team, which is very, very nice.
Sweet.
And then we just completed our first Frago mission. So boys are doing me proud.
Nice.
Yeah.
Have you managed to get any trigger time yourself in?
Yes, I did.
Sweet.
Yeah, I went down to the water line, and there was a squad of guys trying to flank some of our guys on the ridge, and because I have some good range, just took them.
Yeah, all Jared was just talking about. It's like I find my N4.
Yeah, this is my N14 here. I got these smoking guns. They had no idea where it was coming from, and took them out.
No one thinks to look across the water.
Right. For some reason. Yeah, and I got the range, so.
Legit, you there, sniper boy. I shouldn't be saying this. If you went to the bottom of that hill, you could be smoking dudes on the main roads.
I was. Yeah, I was actually reaching the vehicle. Yeah. So, it was a good time, man.
Good stuff. Fair enough.
Now, do you want to see something really cool? Of course. Turn off the lights. Industrial strength night vision goggles.
Holy Santa Claus shit. Can you imagine if we had these when we were 12?
Even better. We got them when we're 40.
How's it going, boys?
It's going pretty good.
Feeling good?
Feeling pretty good.
You gonna be pushing on all night or taking a break soon? Yeah, half.
Yeah. See how I feel after this.
Wait at midnight.
First nighttime game ever.
Okay. There's challenges. As long as you stay next to one of these
exactly,
dives. Yeah. Alright, well, we're gonna go see if we can find us some Canadians.
As the sun completely disappears below the horizon, an eerie calm can be felt amongst the Russian side. For ever since the Canadian commander Statman was shot, and their ORV infiltrated by a Russian recon element, they had made no further attempts to cross the gap into their territory. Unbeknownst to Mauler and Nemo, this was all part of a calculated plan, as the Canadians knew that they had the technological and armored advantage by means of night vision equipment. And having all 3 of their vehicles still operational, the war was about to take a very dark turn for the worse.
Has it been ninja?
We gotta hear this story.
Yeah. Gotta hear this story. Panelite.
Yeah, one second.
Yeah, so
I'll let RSC.
you want to see a picture too?
It's up to you guys.
Yeah, so we pushed all the way north.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want my headlight on or off?
I'm good.
Okay, so yeah, we pushed all the way north. We got up to the cliffs. Sorry. And then we headed south. Sorry, I had something in my throat. Then we headed south and we attempted to form baseline to attack enemy CP.
Yes.
We did not know the Alliance scum had a thermal sight trained on us.
Oh.
And they gunned down my entire wrecking section in 2 bursts. From then on, we tried to have 2 of our guys mobile respawn. I don't know their situation because we're walking back to the bivouac.
Well, there's some lights behind you, so maybe that's them.
Maybe. If you ask me, this is why.
Yeah.
No, that ain't our guys.
Oh, you're right.
They're dead.
Admin, maybe.
Yeah. But I mean, good fight.
Good fight, yeah, no, pound it. That sounds badass.
Nothing to
Pretty
do against
boss.
thermals.
NATO
really.
was weak for using thermal.
We like hearing about sneaky shit.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Alright, make some space.
Yeah, sweet. All right, we'll catch you guys later.
Yeah.
Safe walk back.
Hello. Evening, boys. I'm not trying to blacklight you on purpose, but just checking how you guys are doing. How's your energy level?
Amazing.
Nice. We're about a third of the way through the game. You think you can push all the way through, or you're gonna ruck out in a bit, or?
Of course, we're Russian.
Russian? All right. No Russian.
Go run. Yeah, the vodka makes us warm, and the night is our friend.
That's it. The potatoes will keep the bugs away.
Give me some footage of this. I've actually never had footage with my nods on before.
I'll do like a whole profile. That's it. That looks pretty badass.
Yeah. My irises are close.
Except for like the purple bicycle guy behind you, but still.
It's an e-bike.
Some stuff's happening.
Like okay stuff and not bad stuff.
It depends on which side you're on.
Oh no, but like not like concerning things.
Not game control concerning thing. But we've been told to have a nice little wander by the water because something might be splashing.
Did you see what?
No. But
It isn't uncommon for there to be a large-scale lull in fighting at airsoft events just before the sun goes down. This is sometimes referred to as the nodding up period, where participants with maxed out Visa cards and large disposable incomes head back to their respawn point or personal vehicles to put on their night vision equipment. These devices are several times the order of magnitude more expensive to purchase than the rest of the equipment typically used for airsoft, and therefore are extremely cost prohibitive for the majority of players. However, for those that possess such devices, it can give the user a massive advantage at night, and with the recent price drop in normal imaging devices, more and more players are adapting them for use at milsim events.
here. Right here. Now he's moving right. Jump. Hold. Well, that's what I asked. Those are the other two guys up there. Okay. Yeah.
You know, they were so badass getting up here, now no one wants to make a move.
But it's a fatal funnel right there, so.
Yep.
I'm gonna follow them from behind. I'm gonna wait for everything to get shot.
Well, the Canadian assault into the Russian motorfall was major success. They lose momentum and are now held up at the ridgeline, leading to Mahler's ORV.
Yeah, I'm on command channel 2 and so is Laszlo.
On the plus side, they have effectively neutralized the Russian ability to respawn their two remaining armored fighting vehicles. And unless Mahler and his team are able to mount a counteroffensive to drive the Canadians back, he will effectively lose all vehicle assets for the entire game.
Kill some people or what? Let's go! You guys are all still there. You have nobody further up, right? We're getting contact on the right side. Try the best. Okay, he's going probably underneath.
Shed, that's my house.
Zero to, oh, Roger. Magic, thank you. Behind us. Hey, technical Brandon. We've got the thing coming up behind us.
With the Canadians merely 150 meters from the Russian ORV, CDRF infantry members must now push up the ridgeline and fight through heavily wooded terrain without any vehicle support. Mahler knows this and has established a multi-layered defensive network around the ORV. The Russians dig in and await the full brunt of the Canadian forces. But there's a problem.
Well, nobody on Russia force has not, except for Mike and them. Yeah, that makes sense. So, they're really waiting there, and they're like, I hear people walking around here.
Kevin has informed Battle Dwarf that a large number of the Russian players are not accounted for in and around their ORV, and has noticed a growing amount of frustration on both sides.
Yeah, I know it sucks, but you know what, like, that there is no respawn point that's safe. Yeah. So, yeah, it sucks. It is what it is.
With the Canadians now completely surrounding the Russian ORV, tensions begin to rise as the Russians claim the lack of night vision equipment on their team is making it difficult to mount a counteroffensive, whereas the Canadians are conveying of the Russians not making an attempt to counterattack. Like, holy shit, you truly can't win as an event organizer for these things.
Is that the only way in the CP? Right now, what they're doing, let's move that mobile respawn for them back a bit more.
But if you can't move the vehicles around.
Well, not mobile, the vehicle, yeah, I mean the vehicle respawn.
I don't personally see this as a problem. It's just you know, they
were supposed to do a frago, but all the vehicles seem to be a little bit busy. So this is a little bit a fun alternative. I'm good. Thanks. So what's your favorite fight of the night so far?
I've maneuvered in the other vehicles.
Okay. Have you had a particular strategy to that, or?
Yeah, with the glass sliders.
Yeah. I see him.
So, a couple times different vehicles, they'd be like on the path, but they'd offset a little bit, and they would just stop and hit with the light bar. You stop, hit the light bar, and we try to bring our guys up in a baseline, and then just like get the guy to the rear, at the very back, and then just like drive around, come right up, straighten out, and then just shoot them right in the back.
Nice.
And then if you hit them in the back, they're dead immediately.
Hey, Corey.
Yeah. I'm gonna take this. You're gonna get it.
Fair enough. Good luck.
Although not captured on film due to a corrupted SD card, the Russian ORV was eventually overrun, and the Canadians were required to return all their members to the other side of the gap and wait for 30 minutes in order for the Russians to regroup. However, the Canadians managed to overrun their ORV again with fairly minimal resistance, since the vast majority of the Russian members were nowhere to be found.
You boys heading back to the field?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
we're the
I just
news crew.
talked to you.
Yeah.
Doing the Russian thing with the recce thing.
Nice.
I just stripped down and I just had chips. Now I'm gonna go refill my water.
Go for it. Go for it. Yeah, we're just seeing who's like hanging out in the parking lot just for fun of it. Right?
Yeah, no.
It's a good time. Take it easy. That car ahead of us with the lights. Hey bud, how you doing? Good. No, we're just doing interviews, seeing how who's hanging out in the parking lot, checking their phones, eating some food.
I just finished up the bugs were getting to me, man.
Yeah.
My night vision broke.
Okay. That sucks.
So yeah. Fall's nosed on the train.
Yeah. That'll fucking happen.
Me over.
Jeez.
I had my sniper ready to go. I even brought my AK out.
All right.
And put it on.
Nothing. All right. So you're just gonna chillax until sunrise, or?
Yeah. Chillax, maybe have some food.
Okay.
And if anything, maybe just put a tracer on, see if I hit anything.
Sure. Yeah. No, that's fair. That's fair.
All right. Thank you guys.
Yeah. Have a good one. All right. See those lads there. And, consider that.
For half an hour, suppose in Frago.
Yeah. But I think this is still good for data for counter to use, because it's not that these guys are just being rebels because we're going to do the thing that we're not allowed to do. Yeah, Connor. Some of these guys have legit. Let me see some license and registration, please. No, I'm sorry, I'm just fucking with you. Just cash. Now we're just checking like who's hanging out in the parking lot. If you're, just taking a break or a breather.
I'm heading out.
Heading out?
Tired.
Okay.
It was a good fit though.
You feel like you got your money's worth?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Something.
You have like a favorite part or a least favorite part?
Definitely the train. Big eye opener, and like someone like myself where I grew up in a very similar kind of area.
Sure.
It was like cakewalk for me and watching everyone else kind of
stumble around
and stuff. So I mean, to each their own. Like,
have you done airsoft milsims and all that before? Or?
Yeah, but never an overnight one.
Okay.
And I would stick with night, but I think it's
All right, well.
Sorry, where are you from? Cornwall. Oh, okay, so not too far. So I'm going to drive, and if I start feeling tired, I'll pull.
Yeah, just pull right over and crash.
Yeah. Whoa, not crash.
Yeah.
Not trying.
Ah!
All right, well, take
Okay.
it easy. Drive
Yeah.
safe. Thank you.
Safe drive. Have a good one, bud.
Have a good one.
So, an uneasy peace has broken out. My partner Laszlo and I racked out around midnight. We are sitting at around 5:30 in the morning. Sun's just starting to come up, as you can see. We have a group called the Warmongers, and it looks like they're facing off against another Canadian crew. And despite their vehicles being nose to nose and everybody being armed to the teeth, they've sort of just decided to stop fighting. They're ready to go home, I think. I think everyone is. There's not too much activity beyond the two potentially disabled vehicles in front of our hooch. But we've only been up for Laszlo 10 minutes and me about 45 seconds.
Have you got a night vision camera?
Yeah, it's in my backpack.
More of the holdout that wants to, that are still stuck in for the fight. So
Which side doesn't want to fight? Which side wants to fight?
So the way it's a little bit more complicated than that. I know you guys missed out on some of the.
No, the news is black and white. It's one or the other. None of this shades of gray shit.
So from my perspective, what's been happening is that because of a lack of night vision equipment, what at first was a really difficult fight during the day for both sides has now become a completely lopsided fight in the CDRF's favor. And so what was happening was that their bases were getting overrun over and over again. Well, twice actually, to be precise. Keep in mind too that the Russians actually had rolled the base once already. So they got one, they got two. Personally, I don't like pretty powerfully opposed. Yep. And now they're deciding how they want to do it.
Yeah. No, we got some good interview footage of the guys just outside of tank against the Mongers and like 12 of the Canadian teams are like both like, oh man, we want to say what you just said, just at the like front level. We just wanted the official, the game version.
So it sounds like they're going to come to another decision of some sort. And the way how I saw it is people paid for a 24-hour event. They're going to get a 24-hour event unless one side actually surrenders. So,
how about, this is outside of the scope of my job, like in real combat, declare an armistice to let people kid out who want to leave, whether it's one guy or 18.
So if you just heard there on the radio, they just said that one side proposed that they end in a draw, and Russia just said, no, we're not doing that.
Because they want to steamroll.
And CDRF wants to keep going and fight. So, or no, they don't want to continue fighting because they feel that the other team's getting rolled. So it's kind of like, hey, do you want me to keep hitting you?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I want you to keep hitting you because I'm going to hit you back. Are you sure? Because I'm really going to hit you. It's like, no, like I want to keep going.
Why don't you like peace?
Yeah.
Why don't you like peace?
That's pretty much it. So, like, they're going to figure it out.
I love you too much. Why are you making me do this?
Yeah, but I'm not going to make an administrative decision to end it early because I'm not ever going to do that for
No,
anyone.
it needs to be organic from that side.
People paid money to be here. People had vehicles that brought out here. Like, we're talking a lot of money and effort, right, to get out here. I'm not going to, end a game early just because two sides are having difficulties and one side was able to, outposition another side, during the nighttime. So.
Sure. And now that's going to be reversed in a half hour or less.
That's what I mean. I just like how you guys can see. So there's no equipment issue right here. So that's down to morale and spirit at this point. So it's up to them.
Okay.
With tensions running high on both sides and players starting to pull the World War I Christmas truce routine, the commanders on both sides agreed to a parley to negotiate a potential surrender. This is extremely rare, even in airsoft, for this to happen.
Is the Russia side gonna keep going? Keep going. Okay, awesome. You guys have guys ready to go? Like, because
right now, like 5 seconds notice, they're ready to fight. Because we're gonna roll you guys in 5 seconds. Seriously. This is ridiculous.
Hold on. Yeah. Let me talk here for a second. Okay. I will not end this game early unless someone actually surrenders, and I don't want either of those things to happen. Everyone got me? People paid for a 24-hour event. I want to give them a 24-hour event. That being said, though, like, I can't force people to play, obviously, right? That shuts down a game where people drive for many, many hours to get here, pay money, drive vehicles up here, spend all kinds of gas money up here to not give them the full potential of the event, right?
So I would tell you the consensus from the people on my team is that at this point they have had fun at this game, and as this game keeps going, they have not had fun at it.
They can see now, and what Oliver's telling me, right, you were there too, is that we can see now the equipment disadvantage is no longer an issue, so we should be good, right?
Yep.
Okay, so...
Okay, so equipment disadvantage. How many vehicles do you have?
You have 0 vehicles left, and warmongers.
I heard.
Weapons.
Yep.
So
And nods.
They're
Warmongers?
Possibly 2.
Yeah. Warmongers are done.
Warmongers are done.
They're done?
They have stated as much emphatically.
Okay.
They as much as us want this to happen.
I'm not ending it early though.
I understand
unless one side actually surrenders, and that's
okay. I will go have a talk with my leadership after that, but I'm going to pretty much guarantee the consensus is that they're going to choose to either just sit there or roll your CP endlessly all day long.
Yeah, and that's
fuck off early anyways.
So that's your prerogative, right? But I'm just let me tell you my perspective again is that people paid for a 24-hour event. I'm going to give them the opportunity to do the 24-hour event. I can't force people to play. So if guys want to leave early, which some have already, right? We all know this, because of difficulties or XYZ issues, right? I don't want to end the game early because people paid for that event, right? So if a side surrenders, right, they surrender. But until that happens, this game's going on.
All right, I'm going to talk to my leadership and I'll let you know what it is.
Okay.
All right.
Good. Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
I'm shooting with a camera.
You pretty much got 5 warmongers against whatever. I mean, fuck. We're screwed.
Well, fuck it, let's do it.
I guarantee you Townsend's back there, and if you fucking tell him to get his ass.
Shortly after the failed negotiations, the last remaining vehicle crew for the Russian side jokingly conversed with the Canadians beside their battered warmonger jeep as talks of potential mutiny are discussed.
Historically speaking,
All jokingly, of course, but just 2 hours prior to this conversation, the warmongers had successfully reclaimed control of their vehicle and managed to destroy 2 of the Canadian vehicles in the process. This allowed them to temporarily plug the gap of the motor pool with their immobilized vehicle, but were soon destroyed after playing Fury Movie Simulator for a few minutes without any Russian addition support.
We want to defect back to Canada.
It's okay, we have donuts for you.
You had me a donut. Canadian bacon. Well, you give the poutine.
You had me a donuts.
Fuck, you had me a beer.
Yeah. Yeah. No, fuck that. No, that was the fucking problem. Make sure that he's right now. Our commander declined.
These guys been going all night.
Their concern is they're all sleeping till they're fresh. Okay. They're going, we're all sleeping. Why the fuck are we on fresh stations?
Now it's them that don't really want to do that.
I think the game, but that's not me, but it has to be general consensus with the commanders.
At least the commanders have to make that call, yeah. Or Connor. Connor can go make it over them.
Yeah.
But has anybody approached Connor? What's his opinion on it?
I feel Connor.
I don't know. Let's go shoot Connor.
Doing everything to try to.
Let's go shoot Connor. Everybody.
Connor's down the street. We could go ask him. If all your radios are
He
down.
knows there's a meeting here.
We'll have an interview and tell them how the Canadians are hanging out with the Russians. Find out what the fuck's going on.
Despite the frustrations felt on both sides, the Canadian commanders, Stackman and Wartooth reluctantly decide to pull back to the Russian side of the gap and wait until dawn in the spirit of having a good fight.
Both sides. Let's go talk to Connor.
For those about to die, we salute each other. Fuck my life. There's more of them. No more sleep. They're gonna single grenade. I'll end it all. Yeah, we fuck it. Where's that satchel?
As dozens of Russian players miraculously emerged from the parking lot, the event was looking like it was back on track, or so they thought.
We're like 6 symbols around the world, just for different people.
It's 6 in the goddamn morning. I'm gonna be political if I want to be.
Fuck yeah. He can fix that in post.
I was gonna say he's just gonna edit it out anyways.
I'm gonna hire some voice actors.
Connor, I encourage you to edit this shit out.
He's tired.
No, I'm talking in my fucking phone.
Oh, your phone. Okay.
I encourage you to edit all this shit out.
All right. Let's. So we haven't observed violence. We're recording the whole fucking time. Some salty language and like people pissed off. Oh, you had nods all night. Oh, I don't have nods. You got nods in your head. That's the temperature.
Yeah, there's tempers raised, but there's no fucking violence here.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's no violence, just like
No,
like.
No.
Okay. No, we got told on the comms like there's violence happening. We're like, oh fuck.
No, we were here for the whole fucking thing.
Okay.
Yeah, you can review the footage even.
Yeah.
But anyways, you do your thing. Don't want to interfere with that. Talk to Waller.
Very sneaky. And the thing is, they walked right up and did that because there's no sentries posted.
Well, it's...
They could... they didn't even have to fight you guys. They could have just changed that and walked away.
They're gonna change it like 2 minutes, but if they don't realize that there's something to stop their drive by. Oh, there's no vehicles. So
yeah.
It's a points thing. I did find it interesting that Mahler specifically said it's like, oh, they wanted us to surrender.
Yeah.
Whereas Canadian Command point of view that he was telling Connor, which your brain changes memory something, was that, oh, well, we can mutually agree, gentleman's agreement to end the fight early, blah, blah, blah. And Connor's like, no, when even motherfuckers need to surrender.
Yeah. Hey, he's got the whole tracksuit, the whole thing. Whole drip.
Of course, brother.
Problem Slavic drip, we're good.
Ah, there's the fucking rabbit.
There's that fucking rabbit.
Creature with no morals.
It just fucks and eats and runs. It is a prey animal for literally everything.
Taking advantage of the ceasefire, an extremely sleep-fucked Laszlo and Jared make their way into the Russian ORV to assess the damage and state of morale.
Beauties. Seems to be a lull in the gunfire. Canadians have ceased their fire, either because they pulled back or got killed. And the Russians are collecting their wounded and will soon be on the march.
Opposing side thought that we were weak. They thought that, we didn't have the ability to stand this fight, that we had no morale. And all we have is morale.
You are?
Right? And you can see it evident here. These guys are fantastic.
You got
They
shots
will
on
not
your
give
cart.
up.
Go to cart. Go for cards.
You're rich in spirit.
Yep.
Yeah, we
What
need a
about?
medic up here.
How are you for
Quit
supplies?
telling
You got
them
any
to do
vehicle
that.
killers? You got any vehicles left?
Yeah,
not helping
yeah,
anyone.
we're still good.
Okay.
We're still good.
Yeah,
Tell
don't
them
give us
to be a
numbers.
fucking
No,
terrorist.
no,
You're not-
we're
you
still
know
good.
the situation.
Our assets
You're
are
not-
still
They're not gonna- They're gonna cheat. They're gonna cheat.
I know, but I want their card.
So, better?
Yeah, thanks, man.
Then, just as the Russians began to crawl out of their tents, the Canadians opened fire on the ORV.
So we're all just sitting there, we're all huddled up trying not to just eat it, and they're just surrounding us. Yeah. But you see, the problem is that they all have like literal squadrons of 11 men, which is all done. We have like a couple here and there, you know what I mean? Well, we know that well, it already did, right? We're already half for 2 right now, so it's they're trying to get us to quit. We tell them we don't really want to. You know, if they want to quit and then tell us like, oh, here we'll both quit or something like that, then maybe. But after what they did to us last night, we're not really in the mood to let us slide.
I don't know about you personally. You still got some fighting yet? You can do about me and
I got my buddies all around me, so I gotta help them out. I am the medic of the team, even though I'm down right now. I was doing a pretty good job, but it's a hard fucking job.
It's a hard job.
You just gotta throw shit.
Yeah, and you gotta, and it's not just mid rolls. You have to boss people around to like shit, get guys to try to do fun and shit.
Sometimes I have to go drag them, sometimes my buddies will drag them, or random ass guy don't play them, will drag them. It's hard, but as long as we get everyone back, I think we're actually gonna be back from what I'm hearing. These guys, you don't know what's about to hit them. You'll see them coming.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They're all fucking lucky. They're all just
Yeah, well now you know.
now we're all fucking pissed after what they did last night, so it's not gonna be
Though many of their Russian comrades returned to assist in the fighting, they were still greatly outnumbered, with a large percentage never returning from the refuge of the parking lot, and with both sides feeling a growing sense of futility. Tempers started to flare once more.
Okay.
Yeah, not a problem.
Have you guys got any decent sleep? Or,
No, sleep. What is that?
No,
I sleep when I'm dead.
Okay.
There you go. Well, I mean,
Yeah, I can take a nap now.
there you go. Alrighty, we'll let
That
you.
won't happen, though.
This ought to be. Where are you going to post stuff?
There's no, yeah. I'm feeling bad for Connor because that's like, I know he wants to stick with guns.
Mm-hmm. But if it comes up to like the player's decision, like you can't force anyone to play.
No,
he sits on himself.
Yeah. But I mean that they have to make that choice on an individual basis.
Yeah.
Fuck off, sure. But then you're known as the guy who fucked off after a 24-hour game, and he's not going to give him the easy out.
Mm-hmm.
But does that really fucking matter?
No. There's like pride and other silly stuff being played into here.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Before you guys get into this, let's not.
Oh, we're
okay?
chill. No, we're chill. We're chill. We're chill. We're chill.
Promise?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Like for us, we did
I enjoy watching you guys do this.
I would say 15 years of playing without nods on our team, and like only the last 5 or 6 that we had nods, right? So they can be, you can fight without it, like highly effective. We just train to play with like highly effective.
I just trained to yeah, but you're right, we don't have it.
So like for example, night vision allows me to see in the dark like I can see in the day, right? But camouflage is still camouflage. If you're low, your camouflage is as effective at night as it is in the day.
I'll do a quick work.
If you're stationary and I don't see you, yeah, if you guys lay down or you're
Think of some questions.
I can't
Lead us in there.
So
oh yeah. I got another vehicle.
In my crawl.
I'll put the camera down.
Like, share, and subscribe.
So they have a go up here, right? City side. Go start running, and all the camera guys get up left.
All right, get stuck in. Ask the hard questions.
I mean, I kind of want to listen to this conversation that these guys who are fighting and yelling at each other like 5 minutes ago, now they're just sort of like...
They're kind of speaking in circles now, though.
Yeah.
That's the problem. So.
For a decade or more of fighting guys with nods, we had
with
zip.
nothing. Part of it too is this is literally a 5 group, but it's their first fucking use.
But this is how you learn, right?
Yeah.
And that's what you guys are doing.
You guys up.
There we go.
I mean, until the.
I'm
gonna be honest with you guys.
Then there's a learning period.
Yeah.
And that's too where you start, like, you gotta think, it's like, okay, if I don't have technology, I need tactic. If I don't have tactic or technology, well, I need energy. Like, it should be like daytime is the fucking sledgehammer. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta work with what you got, because it's all you got.
I just record shit. I record shit and listen to prog rock, that's all I do. I wasn't gonna go that way because I'd get shot anyway. Clamoring hands in the bus you call home, this is it. Believe what you want in the space I don't fit. Same day repeats and things that you see, dirty dressing room carpets and broken TVs, this is it. This water I tread to the day that I'm dead. Index, my friend.
It's Index, yeah.
How do you feel?
Well, wanted to go the full 24, but, it didn't really seem right to go for the full 24 based on kind of events that were transpiring, and, this is airsoft, supposed to be fun, it's not supposed to be a bag drive, right? So that's kind of where my mentality is on it, like we're here to have fun. We had a good time during the afternoon and in the evening and stuff like that. We had good night fights, but it just wasn't conducive to the atmosphere of good airsoft, so we had to make a call.
Fair enough.
With the event called to an early end, an immediate sense of relief was felt amongst the majority of players on both sides. And although some felt cheated by the early end, Battle Dwarf just wants you all to know that it was the most difficult and a painful call he has ever had to make in his 15 years of airsoft.
When they call it, right? Like, you guys all fought super hard. Especially, honestly, just clap for yourselves. Like, you guys put up an amazing fight out there. Zach, Ben, and Mahler.
You make me horny, Andrew. I always do. I always do.
Okay, so for the Russian side, you guys had 170 points total. Everyone clap, yeah. 170 points. That's a lot, and and for the CDRF side, with a grand total of 470 points.
Always encouraging everyone else out there, Cliff.
So my sniper team, come on up. They're fucking awesome. It was the Jimmy crew from Cal. You guys want to come on out? Come get your awards, boys. These guys, light fighters, you guys fucking rule. That was a lot of swearing, fuck. A lot of swearing. They, whenever I asked stuff, they did it right away. Mike Hagan, you're gonna be the first one coming up.
Pick anyone, just make sure you grab by the face.
You're good.
First of the three names, Connor from Task Force Area. Chris Zeger, you fucking rock this for me. Come on out. Antoine Mercier, where are you, bud?
Great studs.
Jeez.
Okay.
Hey. I know that guy.
Thank you.
Hey.
Sorry.
Either way, that was a lot of epic, motherfucking amazing.
Those nose-to-nose fights with the vehicle.
Oh,
were
dude.
insane.
Nose-to-nose fights, and then up and down the fucking valleys.
Yeah.
And then, like, getting their CPs, and then ambushing and flipping all the flags. Like, all that stuff was fucking mint, dude. Yeah. That was mint.
It was
I had
good
a
that
great time.
we had like a response for things too. Like when that turret swung on you and liquidated you.